Hi, everyone. It's Nicole with Aurelian Coaching. Today, I want to talk about what you should do differently if you're trying to do all the right things and you still are not getting the result that you want. You are trying to get promoted, or you are trying to get a new job, or you're trying to get this team that you are managing to work in a cohesive unit. Or you're trying to manage up and work well with this manager who is brought in from the outside, and despite all your efforts, they still don't seem to like you. Listen, even if you're doing all the right things and you are not getting the result that you want, I have some news for you. I would like you to consider that perhaps you need to revisit the stories you are telling yourself about yourself. If you're trying to position yourself for advancement, if you're trying to advocate for yourself, listen, you can't sell a product that you yourself don't believe in. And if you're doing all the right things and you're still not getting the result that you want, then this is what I want to suggest. I would like you to revisit some of the stories that you tell yourself about your career, about your past work history and your legacy and your current work situation, your current work environment. Take a look at those. Take a look at those and see if you can surface the narratives that you tell yourself about past situations, current situations, or your future prospects. Really bring those to the surface and then ask yourself, does this narrative, does this story serve me as I'm trying to reach these goals? Or are they holding me back somehow? And if they're holding me back, do I want to change that narrative? Do I want to explore ways to think about my past and my current situation and my prospects differently? Now, here's the disconnect that a lot of people experience when they try to think through the narratives that they tell themselves. They don't believe their narratives. They don't believe their stories. They don't believe it's an interpretation of what happened. They believe it's fact. And I'm here to tell you that facts are so neutral. You gave a presentation. Now, that is fact. You gave a presentation 2 weeks ago in front of the leadership team. Fact, full stop. It didn't go well, is the story that you tell yourself. It was a failure, is what you tell yourself. Or it was fantastic and I was so good and I got a lot of really good feedback and I totally nailed it. That is also a story. And the stories that we tell ourselves about facts, things that happened, work events, those are interpretations. And when we carry interpretations of events forward into how we advocate and position ourselves for opportunity going forward, all of that stuff is underlying how we talk about ourselves and how we engage with other people and how we even show up, how we present ourselves before we even say a word. And so I'd like you to revisit these things. If you feel like you're doing all the right things and not seeing the progress that you really hoped and expected to find in managing your career, then I want you to think about the stories that you tell yourself. The past work events, your current work situation, what are the facts of the situation and what are you making those facts mean about yourself, about what you can do, what you can't do, about the expertise that you have or don't have, about the things you'll be able to accomplish in the future or not. Okay. And if you are interested in exploring how to surface these narratives that you carry and whether to determine if they're serving you in your career goals or not, or even how to change them, if you want to learn how to change those narratives so that you can show up differently, you can show up in a way that actually gets you the results, then let's talk. So go to aureliancoaching.com/email, sign up for the email list, and there will be a link there that will allow you to drop something into my calendar so we can have a conversation about this. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a great day.